Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, 14th of November, 2024. So the Snopsic situation then, this was as of midnight last night, and this high pressure still continues to dominate the area. There's some frontal systems, which I did mention yesterday, which are sort of sliding the way down south. And of relevance, I guess, to us is going to be this the back end of this cold front here. If I run this through to midday today, it's sort of passed through, and what it's done, it's changed the winds from a northeasterly more to a sort of northerly. However, they are still very, very light. And if you look at the curves in the isobar on the south part of the country, we're definitely going to be in a sort of easterly influence for the day. We've got a little bit of cloud that's a hangover from that cold front, which we can clearly see outside the window, when that's mixed with the high pressure and the lighter winds. Does mean it's going to take a little bit of time to clear. And I have conflicting reviews or reports on when that's going to happen, but I'll run through them as we go through the presentation. So this is the cloud radar. Um, it hasn't. It's not updating for some reason at the moment. It's still giving us a time of 8 o'clock. But this is the remains of that cold front that's going through, and we just got a little bit of residual stuff that's hanging over us at the moment. You see, as the daylight starts to appear, it sort of fills in a little bit. But I think with the influence of that northerly wind, we should clear as per what it's saying. So here's the rain that's associated. It's only weak rain actually that's associated with that front. Possibility of a little more just coming up uh, to the north of us. I don't think that's going to affect us. Certainly not until the clearance has gone anyway. And there's that rain I was referring to. This is the Met predicted forecast, and that's sort of saying that there is a little bit of rain just to the north of us, which is going to clear through about 10 o'clock. And then we're pretty clear for the rest of the day. I'm not convinced on that rain, I have to say. Spot winds are giving us today winds of 0.605 knots or so. This is a very, very light wind. A bit further to the south, 0.5015. And if I look at windy, so this is 8 o'clock today. It's exactly the same as yesterday, a 5 knot gentle northerly. And if I run that through to, let's see, round about 4 o'clock today, it's still giving a 5 knot northerly wind. Okay, so this is Odium. They've got a very, very long taff actually, so I shall just bring out the bones in that. Between 10 and 1 o'clock today, nil significant weather, few at 1400, scattered at 2500, with a 30% probability temporarily between 1 and 3 o'clock, scattered at 1400. And temporarily between 3 and 6 o'clock, scattered at 2000. So it's definitely going to clear as the day goes on. Slightly in conflict with Farnborough, who are giving us the clearance, a few clouds at 2,000 feet, but they're also giving me a 40% probability between 9 and 11 of 3,000 meters, broken cloud at 300 feet, and the light drizzle. So I think that's really the dregs of that cold front that's gone through, that's giving us that little period. So I think we are going to need to be ready for flying around about 11. Bentworth is showing mist at first, which we have clearly, and then clearing up nicely. 8 knots northeasterly winds, exactly the same as yesterday. Interestingly, they've got gusts of 17. I don't think we're going to see them, not here today. Anyway, so GFS is giving us max temperature today of 11, with a dew point down at 6. And significant weather, we're obviously down in the south here. So this is at 10 o'clock. So we've got lowest cloud at the moment and mist. And that's saying that cloud base is going to go up to about 2,000 feet by 12 o'clock today. And then it's going to be reasonably clear for the rest of the afternoon. Sky sight is quite similar. We've got this low cloud here to around about 10:30. As clearly as the front goes through, I think the front has gone through, but it's the dregs of the front that we're suffering from at the moment. And that's going to clear quite rapidly. The cloud base is going to rise to about 2,000 feet. And this low-level cloud is going to disappear. It's going to be very pleasant this afternoon, with a sort of 7 knot wind from about 0.35 thereabouts. And if I run through the overview of the weather, it's got the clearance, low cloud all clearing around about 11:30. That's going to be quite pleasant for the day. and then slowly coming down with very, very gentle northeasterly flow. And if we look at the cloud, this is the cloud that's going to clear again by about 11:30. Then we've got beautiful clear afternoon. No, Tom Wines is not very busy today. Usual culprits 21. We've got Barton Stacey live firing 22. There's flares at Thursley. That's surface to 1,800 feet. They're giving us that. 24 illuminates descending on parachutes at Aldershot. That's not going to be till 5 o'clock this evening. And 26 is the usual Ash Ranges. Danger Area 132 is activated today. So then, if we have a quick look at the airfield setup, cross section there. This is from Odium. This has been updated literally in the last couple of hours or so. This is an amendment, and that's really for cloud and viz. So they're saying the cloud is going to clear here around about 11 o'clock local, so we should have a reasonable afternoon of flying. It was very, very nice yesterday, as we said. They're giving 0208 knots. That's about right. And it's going to be quite mild, actually. The freezing levels up at 9,000 feet, thereabouts. So we've got no reported movements today. Now, I said that yesterday, and they sprung in a jet movement about 3 o'clock. So I think we need to be wary that this is all the information we have at this time of the day, but I don't think we'll have any today. The high pressure continues to dominate the area with a weak cold front just passed through now. And the mist should clear by around about 11 o'clock, leaving us at 5 knots north-northeasterly wind. We'll set up on 09 and be careful with the wheel brake for the use on the grass. Grass is all usable. It's just that if you're a bit overzealous with the wheel brake, you could just leave some nice ruts in the field, which we're trying to avoid. We've got 4K21s, 3K13s available. There might be two, actually. There might be a little bit of a lie on the K13s. 2K21s on the booking system with Alan Melmore, John Simmons. 1K13 at Colin and John have booked throughout the day. There was one trial flight, which I've sort of cancelled. It might be that that person can slip to this afternoon, and if they do, we'll get one of our vacant instructors, please, to take that person for a flight. Remaining two-seaters are available, and all single-seaters are booked in the afternoon only, not the morning. Watch out for missing canopies. Always a problem this time of the day. And remind about the buggies, and the simulator is available. The booking list, Al Melmore, John Simmons. Alan's got no students first thing, then Alex Hossack this afternoon, and John's got Craig and Ewan, and usual culprits got their single-seaters booked for this afternoon. A little reminder, they don't get themselves out of the hangar, so don't turn up at the launch point expecting them to be there if they're not booked in the morning. Okay, so we'll set up on 09 when we get going. I'll get a launch point out as soon as we can. With no movements planned, we can do that. But it's going to be a standard 09 operation. Very slight wind from the north. The wind at height is going to be more easterly anyway. So we're getting 1600 foot on the launch yesterday without an issue. And just a reminder, please, no taxiing over or landing over the red parts of the disused runway. They're quite hazardous for our wheels and tyres. Okay, so hurry up and wait, I think is the expression to use at the moment. I will get the launch point vehicle out as soon as I see this clearance is definitely on its way, and I shall see you all shortly. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.